Good morning, Stampers. It's Elizabeth from StampScrapandMore.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator located in Canada. Thank you for joining me today. We are going to be playing with the Friendly Hello stamp set. It's one of my faves. And some of the Designer Series paper. You can see it's well used. So in Canada, this is a level 2 celebration item. So for $120 spent before shipping and handling, this is one of the items that you can get for free. And it comes with both the Designer Series paper and the stamp set. So I hope to inspire you. Celebration goes on through to February 28th. I had to give that some thought. So let's get started and let's get creating. Okay, so we're going to be using the Granny Apple Green Designer Series paper. I know it's very bold, but it works, and I love the look of it on the card that we're going to be making. Just going to straighten my paper out here a little bit. So you can use this pattern, which would have been really nice, but we're going to be using this bright bold pattern. And you think, how can this bright bold pattern be used on a card effectively and not be too overpowering? Well, let me show you how. So this is the card we're going to be making. It's really a simple card, not rocket science. And that's the bright bold pattern, and it just fits really well on there. And then hope you have the best birthday. And everything's going to be in Granny Apple Green, a little pop of black. Yes, I did cut the black out. And yeah, so we're going to do some coloring, some stamping, a little bit of rhinestones, a little bit of bling, and let's get started. I'm going to give you some measurements, so get your pen and paper handy. So the Granny Apple Green is 5.5 by 7, scored at 2 3/4. The Designer Series paper is a 5 1/4 by 2 1/2, and that will go on like that. This is for the inside, and it is 5 1/4 by 4. It'll go on the inside. This piece of Granny Apple Green is 3 by 3 1/2, and it is scored at 1/2 inch right here down the side, and you're just going to fold that over like that. You need a piece of basic black. That is 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. You need a piece of basic white. That is 2 1/2 by 2 1/2. You need some blends, some black memento, Granny Apple Green ink, and let's get started. So we're going to start off first by, let's stamp the bird and get that over with. So I've got the bird. I'm going to stamp it in the black memento because we're going to be coloring it in the blends. And my black memento really needs to be re-inked, so I'm really squishing it down here to make sure that it's, I'm going to get a nice crisp image. And I'm going to put the bird kind of like standing up. I'll show you what I mean by that, like that. All right, I forgot one of the, I also need a crumb cake. 1 second, please. Hold, please. Is that, that's not crumb cake. There we go. This is crumb cake. It's for the, it's the blends, and it's for the branch. Totally forgot the crumb cake. Okay. Now we are going to do some coloring. I'm going to start with the crumb cake, and it's just to color in the branch. And I'm actually going to use the bullet end on this because I've got more control. And what am I using? I've got the dark crumb cake. If you wanted to, you can definitely do a mix of the light and the dark. I'm just being lazy, and I'm using the dark. Okay. One down. I'm taking the Granny Apple Green blends, and I'm going to color in light. I'm going to start with the dark. I'm going to color in the leaves, and I'm starting with the dark. I'm just putting down the top vein, coloring in a little bit. It's really not that, when I show it to the camera, most of it is actually black because of the way it is, but I'm just doing the veins, a combination of the light and dark. And now if you are sorry, if you join the Global Share Fair, which happens every other month, I'm just having a sip of coffee. This is a card I shared in the Global Share Fair a couple of weekends ago. Now I'm going to take the light and dark Daffodil Delight. I'm going to start with the dark. And I love this card, love the layout. So I thought I would recreate the video and share it with you, and so that you can be inspired, because I know not everybody is on Facebook. And so what I've done here is just the center of the flower. I've done the dark Daffodil Delight, and now I'm going to take the light and I'm just going to blend that all in. So sometimes I upload the videos straight to YouTube for you guys, but I didn't for some reason this time. I thought I would recreate the cards specifically for my YouTube followers. Again, if you're this weekend coming up, February 4th and 5th, Friday and Saturday, I'm also participating in a Woohoo Weekend, which is something that happens, I think, quarterly. And again, it's with demonstrators from the South Pacific, US, UK, and little old me from Canada. And this time we each have an hour of content to fill and specific stamp sets. So I will be playing with, this is a plug for the event, the Love and Happiness bundle that has the embossing folder with it. Here's the embossing folder and the coordinating dies. So that, I've got 2 projects. Friday night I'm on at 10 p.m. So if you're a customer of mine and you didn't see the invite, it was on it would have been through Facebook notifications, or if you're not on Facebook, I will try and recreate or upload the videos to YouTube afterwards at some point. I don't know when, it depends on how well the video turns out. Yeah, so that is Friday night and I'm on at 9 p.m. Okay, so I'm taking the pool party light and dark. I'm going to start with the dark, and I'm going to just highlight or color in his wings, the fold of the wings. And now I'm going to take the light when I was playing with the Love and Happiness, would you believe, okay, so it is Sunday and the week before the event, and my projects are all prepped, pieces are all cut, measurements are ready and all set to go for Friday night. This shocks me, folks, because I'm a last-minute stamper, and I'm trying to be more organized this year, which is one of the reasons why I chose to make this a birthday card, because I'll get to use it. Okay, I'm just going to color. I missed a little bit bad down here. All right. I have a little bit of smudge here. I'm going to try and wipe it off. Okay. All right. And the last thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take my light soft sea foam, and I am just going to ground the bird a little bit. I do this all the time, and it just gives a shadow to the image, and it kind of grounds it a little bit. Well, to my eye at least it does. I'm going to show you. There we go. You can hardly even see it, but you can see it around up here. Okay. Oh, I forgot to get the adhesive out. Oh, I know why I forgot to get the adhesive out. Because I ran out. So let me get a refill for the Stampin' Seal Plus. This is like a puzzle to put this together, I have to tell you. It's the simplest thing to do, but for me, it's always, okay, which side goes first? So, I told you, it's like, there we go. So here you go. You have to find the 2 holes that match and then put the top on. Okay, I'm back. Okay, now we're going to adhere this together. I got to start it. There we go. I do love my Stampin' Seal Plus, by the way. I used to use a what was it called? The big pink tape runner, 3M, and because I liked it, but I switched to the Stampin' Seal Plus because I actually even like it better. Okay, now here's the inside of the card, and I've got my Granny Apple Green. I'm going to stamp. Hope you have the best birthday. I'm going to try and get it straight like that. I'm going to take the leaf, and I'm just going to put that at the bottom edge like that. And I've already done the envelope like that. Okie dokie. Now let's assemble the card. I'm going to use the Tombow glue because it gives me some wiggle room. So I have folded this edge like that. And what I'm going to do is, me and my grid paper, and I'm going to eyeball it. I'm just going to try and put it in the middle, put Tombow glue down on the inside like this, and then fold it down. Oh, look, my Tombow glue is not stuck. Okay. This is why I like my grid paper, because I want to make sure that I'm even on a line. It doesn't matter if it's not evenly spaced, but I want to make sure I'm on this line here, and then I'm going to take it up. And you've got some wiggle room with the Tombow glue. And I'm going to fold it over like that. I'm going to get my bone folder out. I just finished my projects for Woohoo Weekend, and I cleaned up my desk before doing the video, so that's why everything had been put away. Okay, all right. Don't worry if you've got adhesive on the inside here, because we are going to adhere this to the top like that, to the inside. Alrighty. So in previous video I had indicated how there were issues with the demonstrators that use the Canadian mailing selector. Their catalogs were stuck in Canada Post, not anything to do with Stampin' Up, but they were stuck in Canada Post. Well, Stampin' Up, thankfully, I contacted them and they resent all of my customers' catalogs. But in the meantime, the ones that went through Canada Post started to show up. So a lot of my customers received 2 catalogs, which I guess is better than no catalogs. Okay, so now the designer series paper, I'm just going to adhere it here. I like it like that. And I lied to you at the beginning because I said we were going to use this stamp, but we didn't. I think I used it in a previous card, and I'm going to show you where it was in a previous card. I think I put it down here in the corner, but I didn't do that this time, so I lied to you just a little bit. And I like it this side up. Great way to showcase designer series paper. Great way to use up designer series paper. And I love this pop of green. I just love it. And then what I'm going to do, I didn't do it on the original card, but I had done it on a subsequent card. I'm actually going to pop this up. And I will show you the other cards. Some using this stamp set, and one using the You're a Peach stamp set, which I ended up loving. So just because, you see a layout you love, hold on to it and recreate it using stamps that you have on hand, because it really does help you with your creativity. Okay. And then I forgot to bring out some rhinestones, my well-used rhinestones. I'm going to use black, and I'm going to color them. 1, 2. I'm going to use a big one and 2 little ones. Whoops, that one went flying. And you know what? I'm going to put this one right there because I had a smudge there. That's why we put rhinestones where we do. Oh, to cover up errors. There we go. And actually, you know what? I don't even like that rhinestone there. So I'm going to take it off. I'm going to put it up there. Don't like it down there, but I'll fix the smudge. So that is the card. Oh, not done yet, Elizabeth. So you know me and my fine tip glue, right? So what I'm going to do, it's not the fine tip glue. Where is my fine tip glue? Oh, it fell. Okay. Oh, yep, it fell. Hold on. There we go. Okay. My fine tip glue, I'm going to take it and just outline the folds in the petals. And it just gives it a little bit of glisten, a little bit of added extra detail, and I like how it just gives it some shimmer, a little bit of shimmer. And I'm going to put the pin back in so it doesn't dry up. Okay, so there's the card, and I don't know if you can see the shimmer of the fine tip glue. There you go. It depends on how light goes. So that's the card. Really super easy. Hope you have the best birthday. Now I promised you I would show you some alternate projects using the same stamp set, but just different color combinations. Here it is in blues. You have my love and support, and here you'll see where I used the flower petal stamp down there. And then this probably was my favorite, maybe this one or the green one in the purples. Hope you have the best birthday. And see, that's where I used the flowers down there. And then I did one more as a sample to show you the versatility of one card layout. And this was using You're a Peach. And it's using the Designer Series paper, the peach dies, and some of the blossoms, and To a Sweet Friend, happy birthday. So that is, I don't know what the name of the card is. Flip over fold. It's really simple to do, and you can recreate it with ease. It is so simple. So thanks for joining me today. And remember, if you're a customer of mine, I tried to invite everyone that I knew that was on Facebook, that liked me on Facebook, that I had a connection with on Facebook, an invite to the Woohoo Weekend, which starts on Friday with our friends in the South Pacific, I think. And I'm on Friday night at 9 p.m. only because I have a personal event on Saturdays that I normally present on Saturdays, but I couldn't do it this time. So I'm going to be playing with Love and Happiness. And this is the embossing folder that comes with it. It's really beautiful. And this is the dies. And I'm happy to say that I have used every die in my projects, in my 2 projects. And they're pretty projects, I think, anyhow. Useful. Okay, so that's it. That's me. Have a good weekend, or what's left of the weekend. And we'll talk to you again really soon. Happy stamping. Take care.